In this segment, we're going to tie my flashback hex. I'm going to start with thread base. And we're going to come back up here. We're going to put a set of B chain eye on. Use black. And we're going to mount that right up. Stay about an eye length back. Figure 8 that. That seems good and solid. Make sure we're level. And we'll go ahead with just a little drop of super glue. And we're going to come behind the eye. Now the tail is going to be turkey tail tip here. Let's pick a section here and trim some out. Put this on here, measure them up. And it's going to wrap back. Now, I didn't do a thread base the whole way back. This is really not bulky material, and you can see I'm pulling on it real tight. It's not moving. And we'll go ahead and trim this off. And we're going to go with our mirage sheeting for our flashback. I've cut it to a taper. I'm going to mount that. We want to make sure it's right on top. No void here. Make sure you get it tied to the tail. Advance up a little. We're going to go ahead and we're going to mount some amber UTC ultra wire in small. Next, we're going to put some tan ostrich. Yeah, put that right there. We're going to tie it in. And we're going to go ahead with some yellow dubbing. This is rabbit. We're going to go ahead and form a tapered body for our abdomen here. This dubbing though is fairly easy. It's hairline dubbing. Any rabbit really. Just get that little bit more. We want to stay back here. We're about 2/3 of the way up the hook right now. We're going to put in some legs and we're going to bring our wing case up and around there. We're going to use that flash for the whole back, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this ostrich up. And we're going to go ahead and tie it off right there. Now we're just going to go ahead and comb that and splay those off to the side a little. Bring our flash up. And I'm making sure it stays right on top. When you go over, tie that in. Double check it. We're going to leave this here. We're going to fold that back as our wing case. We're going to go ahead and rib this with our wire. And as you wrap this up, you want to make sure when you come up, you don't pull. You're going to keep sending that flash. You want to go around first before you pull down and put pressure to it. We'll go ahead and get rid of the wire. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and trim some of this off the bottom. That should do us. I'm going to go ahead and fold the flash back. It's going to be our wing case. That should do it. Get some hen back here. We're going to go ahead and strip this off the base. We won't need that. We won't need all this either. We're just going to use about. That looks good. Trim that off. We're going to tie that in right on the top. Now we want it curved up so when we fold it over, we're going the right direction. Now we're going to go ahead and finish dubbing the thorax up here. A little more around the eyes. It's pretty good. We'll go a little more right here. Go ahead and flatten this out just a little bit. And now we're ready to pour our legs over. I'm going to go ahead and catch that. Now I'm not pulling tight just quite yet. I'm going to go ahead and draw on that. And then pull down tight. Once I've done that, I'm going to pull the stem back. Tie that in so I don't have any stubble up there at the eye. And we're going to go ahead. Pull our flash back. And tie that in. behind the eye. Catch that right there. Back up front. We're going to fold this back for a little bit extra durability. We don't want that slipping out. And we'll go ahead and trim that off. Looking pretty good. And we're going to go ahead and whip finish it off. One more. And there you have it. Flashback X. You can find the materials at DeFrank'sFlies.com. Fly tying page is under materials. Thank you and see you on the water.